Overdosing is not a crime, but yet it's listed and set up as a exactly like the sex offender website.
The family is speaking out tonight, slamming the controversial way a local community is tracking a crisis. A city-run website is giving the public access to data on how the drug epidemic is impacting their neighborhoods. Emily Longnecker explains why some believe the tool is putting their safety at risk and hurting the very people who are trying to heal.
It's like watching somebody die from a terminal illness.
That's how Heather Harlow and her family described seeing Heather's Uncle John struggle with his heroin addiction.
He couldn't beat it. He couldn't be the person that we all know he could be.
John lost his battle 3 years ago, dying at his parents' Bloomington home.
He overdosed on fentanyl. It was heroin with fentanyl, which is a big problem here in Bloomington.
Big enough that the city decided to track overdose deaths on a website called Bloomington Revealed.
These deaths are happening not just in public places like parks or public facilities, but they're happening in residences, and not just any residence, but next door to you. You know, it brings it home.
Too close to home for Harlow and her family. That's because this site lists the exact addresses where the overdoses happened.
It looks exactly like many sex offender registries and sex offender apps where you can just pull up a Google map and look at how many people have overdosed and died around in your neighborhood.
I do feel like it's a public shaming. I also feel it is hurting the surviving families that are still living in those residences.
The city says it's not trying to hurt anyone, but instead be transparent in showing where help is needed.
The best recipe for success in terms of addressing problems is by making data more accessible.
Harlow worries someone will see her grandparents' address and think they can find drugs there.
This isn't an issue about trying to hide the statistics. It's about, like, their safety.
She's also concerned it could make it harder for them to sell their home.
It's the shaming aspect that could devalue houses in that regard. There's more constructive ways to display this information than pinpointing people's individual homes.
People, she says, have already paid a terrible price because of addiction.
But now they're being forced to pay by the city.
Officials with the city of Bloomington held a meeting today to talk about these recent concerns, but no decision has been made.
So where does the city get the information that they put on the website?
So, John, they got all of their data from the coroner's office. All of those addresses, all of those causes of death are a matter of public record, so they are free to publish all of that, and that's what they did.
All right. Thank you.